I love the Bay, Oakland.
Hey, yo, I'm gonna warn you. Niggas say like I turn something on, like when the cameras come on, the audio shit start rolling. Like they say I'm a whole different nigga.
You're a whole different nigga. I feel that.
So it's like just be prepared. Like, don't you think I'm on some phony shit with you?
It's like, nah, you acting like that nigga you was just describing, bro.
Yo,
you was telling me about you whole time, bro. All right, cool.
Yeah. Nah, but I get on some, like, you gotta like emphasize your words and shit.
Show.
Yeah.
Make it super clear.
Yeah.
Ready when you ready, bro.
Give me like a motivation. Give me like a motivational speech so I can get ready for the episode and shit, dog. Like tell me something I need to hear. Like, man, you got this. Da da da.
I'm gonna tell you something I've been telling myself the last like month or so, bro. Like, cause shit been real. You know what I mean? Teeter-tottery up and down. Even if the people who don't like you saw you walking on water, they'll say it's because you can't swim. You know what I'm saying? So I take that shit every day and I think like, no matter what I'm doing, no matter what I'm about to go do, it's gonna be somebody out here who don't like it. And for the group of people that do like it, that one person gonna come back and be like, yo, he only did that because he ain't good at this. So then that give me more motivation to be like, oh, I ain't good at that? Watch this. And then tomorrow I'm gonna come and do that thing you said I wasn't good at. And then all in all, I'm feeding my ego and feeding my drive to get up every day and go do it. But something that I think that everybody need to hear, not just you, bro, is that your current destination ain't your final destination. We was just talking about this a little bit off camera, but I think a lot of people get stuck with like, yo, my day-to-day is like, it's not what I want. Like, I get on Instagram, I get on Twitter, I get on these socials, and I'm saying this and I'm saying that, and I need to be doing this. And because people fail to realize, like, social media ain't nothing but a highlight reel. Niggas ain't showing you social media when they fucked up, when they sad and they down bad and they heartbroken, or, you know what I mean, they just lost 6,000 trying to do whatever they was trying to do. Niggas ain't gonna show you that. They gonna show you when they go to Dubai, when they go on these islands and these trips and whatever, and you might be in a fucked up situation when you see yo living the highlight of his life. Yeah. But I always tell niggas, like, your current destination, bro, this ain't your final stop, bro. So you just gotta get up every day and keep going. Like, be a part of this race. These niggas gonna run this marathon and see if you're gonna be a part of it or you gonna be on the sideline handing out waters, bro. What you gonna do? Man, what you wanna do?
Man, I'm at the fucking finish line before them niggas get there.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what you want? I'm building the finish line. Yeah. Like, you running me at the finish line, bro. So I ain't gonna, niggas ain't nobody gonna pat you on the back for that, bro. You get up and you get up every day and you gonna handle your business, man. Niggas ain't congratulating you for that. That's why people put shit on the gram. That's why people put shit on the internet for validation. Niggas put shit on the internet for somebody to like it, and then when they see that, like, they like, yeah, somebody paying attention to me.
It's like, ding.
Yeah, fuck that. Fuck that.
Phone me right here. Ding,
ding. They stop everything they doing, like, somebody paying attention to my life. No.
Yeah.
No.
Somebody be talking to you like, yo, shit is hard right now. Ding. No, shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck type shit. Like, I'm saying, like, come on, bro. And a lot of people don't be living in real time. They don't be living in real time, and motherfuckers be thinking like, when you get on Instagram, I could have posted it 10 minutes ago, but you seen it 2 hours ago. Like, I'm gone. I'm out of that location. I'm somewhere I was doing my thing. Like, I'm on the next business adventure, and you looking at that highlight, and I done champion in 4 different things. Like, and that's another thing too, bro. Like, we don't celebrate the small wins enough. Like, that's champion everything. I got up this morning. That was a win. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I go to my program and I got 4 kids instead of 2. That's a win. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I wake up and I got to call my homeboy and he not dead. That's a win. You know what I'm saying? Coming from the shit that we come from, the shit that we know, I got up and somebody wanted to come in here, like for you, somebody want to come in here and shoot an interview. Or I got 4 or 5 people that try and shoot on the same day. That's a win. Right. You know what I'm saying? You might not have had nobody trying to shoot on Monday, but on Tuesday, you got 6 motherfuckers lined up, and now you got to decipher, all right, I'm going to try to do yo at this time. That's a win. Champion, right. All this small shit, all them small championships going to turn into that big accomplishment. You going to wake up one day and be like, damn, that's what I needed.
I got a bar for that. I said, everybody eat. I don't care if it's second. You feel what I'm saying?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Everybody eat. I don't care if it's seconds.
That's crazy.
I think I said something like that.
That's hard though. Yeah. That's hard because
you feel me? Second. Yeah, we really eating. Like, even if it wasn't first, we
eating.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody had a chance to eat. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got a fork in the plate and it was fulfilled. But a lot of niggas don't be fulfilled with that. Because there's niggas out here with the mentality is like, second place just the first loser. It's niggas out here with that mentality.
So how you feel about like that's not the mentality?
In some situations for me, yeah. In some situations, depending on what I'm doing, I'm like, man, fuck that. I gotta be the first nigga to, you know what I'm saying? Or like, I gotta do this way. I don't care how many people did it before me like this. Like I gotta do it this way. So I feel like in a lot of my personal everyday life, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, it's like, I don't want to be second, nigga. Like, everybody going to congratulate the nigga who came first, and they going to worry about the person who came last to try to build that person up. The niggas in between don't might give a fuck about the second, third, and fourth. Like, what the fuck you talking about? Like, you either going to be first or you going to be last, because when you last, you get all the resources. Everybody feel bad for you, try to egg you up. And when you first, everybody champion you. When you second, it's just like, oh, you almost had it, yo. Like, I give a fuck about second place, bro. Yeah. What's going on?
I'm going, yeah. Hey, yo, it's Floaters TV. We got a very special episode. I know that's my intro. I say that shit every time. We got a very special episode, special guest. But I feel like this is definitely top tier special episodes because we taking a pivot. We usually do the fashion, more so the hip hop. And now, but when you think about fashion and hip hop, you think about culture, you feel what I'm saying? Yeah. And where does the culture start at? It start with the kids, you know what I'm saying? It start with the kids not really having an accurate or some misunderstandings of what the culture is. They just be fans of it. Right. And we don't even know. Like, I was in the car with my mother listening to Mace, you feel what I'm saying? 97, 98, and I'm just in my head just loving the music, loving the beats. And then just the rest of I remember I was in New York. My people was from New York. Like, we had the park in like the 90s. Like, the kids just running around the jungle gym like, Biggie, can't you? Like, it's just so, it's impossible not to fall in love with the culture. So when we talk about the culture, like, we got to bring it back to the kids. We got to bring it back to the youth and just make it full circle. You know what I'm saying? So I'm your boy Shooting Arrow, and I'm here with...
My God, Mr. Thanksgiving.
Mr. Thanksgiving? Mr. Thanksgiving, one choice?
One choice. Whatever they want to call it, like Coach Maxwell. Whatever, as long as you calling it, you calling the right thing. You know what I'm saying?
What's Thanksgiving mean?
I'm thankful for everything that I receive. I just got to give it back now. That's been something that, like, since I started doing this, like, wanting to help and look out for kids that came from Baltimore City or kids that come from tough situations. Like, that's always been my mantra. Like, I'm a big fan of Jeezy and Drama. Like, I grew up in a household listening to them, like my cousins, all that. And back in the G, Drama was on. It was a Real Is Back. And Drama, I remember Drama came on like 4 songs like, Mr. Thanksgiving. Like, and I thought that was the hardest shit ever. Like, never knowing his meaning behind it or nothing. Like, I always thought that was the hardest shit ever. And then when I got up in age and I started doing this stuff and it just like, it worked. Like, a friend of mine said it one time when we was doing a give back or something. He's like, well, you like Mr. Thanksgiving, you feeding everybody. And then it's like, low key, I ain't giving him his props at that moment, but like low key, it was like, it stuck. And then it turned into an Instagram thing. And now some of my kids call me it. Then some of my guys be calling me it. Like, so, you know what I'm saying? It's something that I wear on the shoulder.
And what's the one choice?
Well, I only got one choice to try and make it better for the next generation. That's the only choice I got. Ain't no other choice. I got to make this better than what I found it. You know what I'm saying? For the next generation. I got to make it better. That's my only choice. So that's the whole inspiration behind the one choice. Because at first, my Instagram joint was Focus Opinions. Like, I'm focused on my opinions, and my opinions is helping our youth and getting them to the next level in a proper way, right? But then it was like, at the end of the day, nigga don't really give a fuck about your opinion. It's about the work you put in. So it's like, all right, cool. I only got one choice to give y'all and make y'all like my opinion. So this is what y'all got. One choice, Mr. Thanksgiving, and that's who it is.
And then you got PUSH.
Yeah, PUSH.
It's an acronym.
Persevere Until Success Happens. It's our mentoring program that I tried to start in Baltimore City some time back, but that was neither here nor there. But we got blessed enough to be in Howard County, and we're running the program right now. We're serving 4 out of the 12 high schools in Howard County. This is our first year of programming. We're serving 4 of the 12 high schools in Howard County. We got 3 of the middle schools, and we're at the only alternative ed program in the county. And across the board, we're serving 30 to 45 kids a week. That's what resources, service learning hours, DJS, Department of Juvenile Services, career readiness, college essays, whatever these kids walk in here and say, like, bro, Monday we did a wind down Monday. We did yoga. All our boys were centered. We was in the gym. We got in a little hot tub, whatever. Then we did like 10, 20 minutes of just sitting. Everybody's phones was in the basket, and we just checked in. That's what our boys needed at that time, right? So PUSH is just a place where we creating that safety and that safe haven for our kids to understand who they really is and to express their feelings and to be aware of their emotional presence. Like, just not along with just your physical presence, like your emotional presence. Don't be an energy thief. That's something that I teach my kids. So that's what the PUSH program is. That's us.
Why you laugh like that?
Because I'm geeking. I'm like, in my head, I was about to say something, but I had to like, I decided to laugh instead of just saying what I was
Because
going to say.
we was right here the whole day. When you did that laugh, I'm like,
that shit got a little weird. I had to, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, is the red light flashing on my camera?
Yeah,
right,
down in the corner.
I bet. Hey, yo, so what do y'all do to P.U.S.H Network at?
So right now, last month we cleared, they gave us, the old newspaper, it was called the Columbia Flyer building back in the G. And it was a building that was condemned in the county, and it was just sitting there vacant for about 10, 15 years. And the company that I'm working with, Columbia Community Care, shout out to them, doing wonderful work in Columbia. And side note, bro, a lot of people want to watch this and be like, you in Columbia doing that work? Like, oh, nobody out there need that? Like,
yeah.
Pull up on me.
Yeah, we ain't even start.
Pull up. All right, let me.
I'm just letting you get your acronyms out the way.
Cool,
what you represent.
All right, so now we signed a partnership with Columbia Association, which is the community gyms in Howard County, and they let us use the gym space 3 days a week, and we running programming in the conference room. We running programming in the gym, wherever we can fit and get in that. Wherever my boys call me and say, yo, we want to hoop today. We're going to the gym, and we got a spot reserved. Yo, we got midterms or whatever coming up. We're going to the gym. We got a study room reserved. So shout out to them. And we running every Wednesday and Thursday right now. And the other days of the week, I'm in the schools. I'm floating around Howard County.
Yeah.
No cap. No bullshit.
So what you mean by people might hear that you were doing the work in Howard County and they think it's not, it's not substantial?
Because people got this preconceived notion with Howard County, right? Which is right. Like you could have that notion because like what you read on paper, like second safest place in America, richest county in the United States or the nation, whatever. Like you read that and you're gonna think like, ain't nobody out there getting busy. It ain't going down. Ain't no kids out there struggling. They are trust fund babies. But what people don't realize is like people who from Baltimore City, they see what's going on. Like they see the gentrification that's happening. All these projects, homes is getting took down. Where do you think these people going at? You know what I'm saying? We in a place of convenience. Like all of our, like in Baltimore City, before they start gentrifying and changing our neighborhoods, when you see a Starbucks, you know it's getting bad. You know what I'm saying? Like you know everybody's getting pushed out. So all of these people that's in the neighborhoods that's used to walking to the corner store, hanging at the gas station or walking down the block and being outside all types of night, they getting pushed out to rural places like Howard County. You can't walk to the gas station in Howard County. You don't stand on the gas station and I got whatever at Howard County. You don't do that, bro. The bus system in Howard County only take you to the 4 central spots: the mall, the hospital, the library, and to whatever school you go to, right? So, and that don't even happen now. So the buses don't even take you to school now. So, you know what I'm saying? And all these kids that's coming from Gilmore Homes, McCullough Homes, any neighborhood in Baltimore City that come into Howard County on whatever government program, whatever opportunity their parents got as far as find like job-wise, and they come to Howard County with the Baltimore City mindset, and they don't thrive because there's no transition program. There's no in-between. There's no, like, all right, cool, this group of kids is coming from D.C., Barry Farm, so let's try to acclimate them to what it's like going to school in Howard County. Like, my nigga, I struggled like shit when I first got to Howard County, like, and that made me realize how fucked up the Baltimore City shit was. So people look at it and be like, man, this little niggas in town that's getting shot. It's little niggas out Columbia that's getting shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's little niggas out Columbia that don't got jack. It's just little dudes and women that's out Columbia that don't got a mother and father at the crib that's taking care of 2 or 3 siblings. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people put that wall over their eye like it's only happening in Baltimore City, bro. Take 30 minutes and go to Howard County and you're going to see the same thing. It's the same thing. It may look different. They do a better job, putting that makeup on and cleaning it up, but you know what I'm saying? It's there. And that's why I always say that, like, before anybody think twice and be like, he in Howard County, he ain't really doing no work. Come on, bro. Pull up on me. Type shit.
Hell yeah, yo.
It's wicked, right?
Yeah.
It give you a lot to think about, right?
Yeah, like, I want to cut that. I want to cut that right there. Like, just leave that right there, right?
Type shit, yeah.
And can you shout out the floaters real quick?
Yeah, of course.
Like yo, this da-da-da-da.
Of course, shout out to the floaters, man.
Hold on, my bad. Da-da-da-da. I'm here with the floaters. I'm going to tell you what. 3, 2, 1.
I'm here with the floaters, man. You know what it is. The P.U.S.H Network, Persevere Until Success Happens. We floating with the floaters, man. Make sure y'all tap in.
Yo. We back, man. Hey, you just taught me something about Howard County for real. Like, I knew that, but I didn't know it articulated like that for real. Hey, but so before you got to Howard County, I remember I met you. You know what I'm saying? I met you when you was like 16.
Yeah, I was fresh in Howard County.
Yeah.
You probably met me like 15.
But you had the same fire in you though, yo. Like the same fire you got. My bad. So I met you when you was 15 in Howard County.
Yeah.
You had like the same fire you got right now. You had that same fire in Nigel's barbershop. Like when your man was getting cut.
My man Nigel, man. Yeah. $10 cuts, man.
Your man might have been trapping or some shit.
Right.
But you might have been hitting the gas or some shit. But you weren't really.
There's always a game plan. I wasn't really never intrigued in like the temporary like happiness.
Yeah.
Like, I learned that shit early. Like, cause that come from like, niggas always be like, we ain't had shit growing up, whatever. Like,
tell us what it was like for you growing up.
Yeah, type shit. Like my mother was a stand up woman, bro. Like my mother worked until she couldn't work no more. Like, and that was sort of kind of the downfall of growing up in Baltimore City, because it was like I got 3 sisters. I'm the only boy in the house, type shit, and my mother was always gone. And then my cousins was like my brothers for real, so I ran around and did everything. And my cousins was banging, like that's what they did. Like it was at the point where like we wasn't even back at that time when Waka Flocka came out with "Oh Let's Do It." Like I couldn't even watch that in the house. My cousins wasn't with that shit. Like you know what I'm saying? So it was type shit.
Your cousin was behind.
Right, but behind me type shit. Yeah. So they weren't having that shit type. Shit.
Like they was the color behind.
The color behind me, type shit. You feel me? So but coming up, my mother really most definitely, like every mother in Baltimore City, she try to keep that shit away from me as much as possible. But my family and like the men in my family were so already into that shit that like, especially my father's side of the family, like my father's side of the family was always known as being hotheads in West Baltimore. Like, so when you was born with the last name Maxwell, it was like, oh, they crazy, like something they a little off over there type shit. So coming up, it was always like I was adventurous, but my mother tried to protect it so much to where she started like to move in different parts of the city to try to keep me away from Pennsylvania Avenue, McCullough Homes, and Scientown. Like that's where my cousins and them grew up at. Yeah. So my mom said she'd try and move us here and there, but we was on Section 8 type shit. So we had to get what was available type shit, or we'd be waiting for months and months at a time for a spot to come up. But it was always my mom's was working overnight, or she was working stupid early in the morning. So I'd come home from school, and when I come home from school type shit, like it was on some, oh, ain't nobody in here? I'm out of here type shit. Like, and I'm outside, whatever. And then my mother come home, she'd be like, oh, you need to be in the house by 8:30 or something like that. And I'm not coming in the house at 8:30 because you're not even home from work at 8:30. So then as I got older, she thought it was the smartest thing. Anybody from Baltimore City know, like, she thought it was the smartest thing to move me to Brooklyn Park. We moved from Dolphin and Myrtle in West Baltimore. We moved to Brooklyn Park. Like, and when
is that worse or better?
That shit is no man's land. Like, I'm talking like, it ain't nothing, like nobody like, for sure, it ain't Pennsylvania and Mosier. I can tell you that. Like, it's, and it's like, when you going into Brooklyn Park, it's like one way in, one way out type shit. Like, you ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, but if you know type shit. And it's, you know what I'm saying? But when she moved us out there, it was just me, her, and at that time, my father. But yo was never like, wasn't, the only, I tell niggas all the time, the only thing my father ever taught me was how not to be a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's the only thing my father ever taught me. So when my mother moved us out there, he like kind of isolated us from the rest of the world, and yo started getting real physical with my mom's type shit. Like, I was a young nigga watching this shit happen. Like, so I felt like super vulnerable. Like, I couldn't do shit to help my mother. So I remember times where my moms would wake me up at 2, 3 in the morning. Like, my grandmother downstairs at the bottom of the steps, big ass butcher knife. Like, my mother telling me be quiet, and we sneaking putting clothes in the bag because my father would get up and wild the fuck out, like, type shit, you feel me? So that was always something that played a part on me, like watching how he treated my moms and shit. Like, it's times when my father came in the crib, my mother just worked a 12 double or some shit like that. My mom's coming in the crib and he ain't like what was on the menu for the night, you know what I'm saying? And I'm watching green beans fly across the kitchen, but the next morning my mother would get up, get me dressed for school, she get dressed for work, and we gonna handle business. You know what I'm saying? And every time we outside, we was nothing but good people. My mother was always respectful. Even when we didn't have it, my mother was feeding the homeless, doing shit like that. So shit like that was always a part of me. Like, and then just saying my father, like I said, that the only thing that nigga ever taught me was how not to be a man. So I only had to go and get examples that he ain't never showed me. So that I naturally put me in the space of being like, I'm gonna teach myself this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna take care of my sister, had my nephew, and he became like my son for real. So I took him everywhere, raised him, like, and I was installing everything in him that my father ain't put in me. So coming up, it was a tricky situation. Then my mother, when she wasn't dealing with my father, and this one time I'm in middle school for real, like, when we lived in Brooklyn, I was in 5th grade. Yeah, I was just getting to 5th grade. And now we get to middle school. We moved back to West Baltimore. My mother was like dating other dudes and shit, but like they was shitballs. You know what I'm saying? Like they weren't really. My mother was, now that I'm older and I noticed, my mother was looking for happiness in a lot of temporary situations. Like, and I ain't know that as a young. I'm just like, damn, you fucking with yo because you know him from back in the day, and yo came in here and did some wild ass shit. Like, bro, I'm at a point now where I'm so open with my life. Like, I don't got no problem sharing this, right? My mother had a boyfriend one time, and it was kind of crazy because one of my peoples kept telling us my cousin, rest his soul, bro. He like, yo giving me bad energy, bro. Every time I see yo giving me some like thieving ass energy, like I don't whoop. Bro, tell me why we go to a cookout, whole house get dressed, icy. Everybody got their shit on. We go to a cookout. We was living on Bel Air and Edison at this time. Mind you, my family from West Baltimore, so we were all the way over west at the cookout. Yo came to the cookout with us, right? My family got tough skin. Like they gonna pack you all day. Like, and as soon as you start crying, like you gonna keep getting it, like, cause it's love type shit. So yo had this. Remember back in the day, niggas used to wear the SpongeBob glitter shits, like
flea market shit.
Yeah, the flea market former mill shit.
Yeah.
He had one of them on, and my cousin was giving him the blues. Like my cousin had the NASCAR Batman jackets on. You know they was a shit.
Lot 29.
You know what I'm saying? So my cousin them giving him the blues, like that shit phony, boy, back up, bro. That shit getting all on me and shit. Yo, go to the end of the block. He called my mother on the phone, like, I'm gonna just go ahead and go home, cause they don't think they really feel me. Whoop, whoop. Yo, leaves. We keep going, we cooking, we chilling with the fam. We go home, we get home, everything gone. Everything in the house is gone, bro. Like, I'm talking about like that episode of Martin when yo came home, he was giving that, he thought Pan was playing with him and was giving Method Man all this shit. Like, it felt like that. Like, it felt like we gave the nigga the key to the house and he went in there and just took everything. Like, nigga, it was like we walked in there.
That's crazy.
And you can see like where the TVs was on the wall. You can see where, like, the nigga even took the food that was in the fridge on some shit, you feel me?
Yeah.
Bro, it was so crazy, but shit like that coming up, like, and they're saying how my mother was always a good person no matter what life threw at her. Like, she always was a good, like, even in that night, we hit Walmart. I don't know how my mother did it. That's why she always a superhero to me, bro. Like, I don't know how she did it. 2 hours after we get home, my aunt spent right back. We go to Walmart. We got air mattresses. Everybody was right for the night. And then, a month and a half later, we right back at it. Like, we right back in the mix. We right back in what's going on. But, saying shit like that for me most definitely molded me and shaped me into ways where it's like.
And you was in 5th grade?
At that time, yeah, I was just getting to middle school, I was just getting to 6th grade. That was the summer going into 6th grade. Yep, I was summer going into 6th grade. So that's how I was really coming up for real. And then once I hit 6th, 7th grade, we moved from East Baltimore because I was going to school in East Baltimore, and that shit just back then it wasn't a thing. Like, you from West Baltimore, you stay over West Baltimore. You from East Baltimore, you stay over East Baltimore type shit. Like, niggas ain't go to school crossing like that. But if you did, you did. You didn't type shit. So I was going to Northeast Middle before they shut that down. Then I got put out of Northeast Middle. I went to Booker T. Washington. When I got to Booker T. Washington, that's when my mother moved back over west. We moved back over west. We lived on the Dolphin and Myrtle. Lived on Dolphin and Myrtle. My aunt lived 2 doors up. And when I got to Booker T, I made it through. I failed my first year at Northeast. I failed that 6th grade year. So I ain't had no transcript, no grade. My nigga, like, they ain't even have, like, I ain't even go to school for enough days for them to put me down as, like, an actual student. They couldn't give me a GPA. Like, I kept skipping school, doing whatever I was doing type shit, you feel me? So when I got to Booker T, they put me back in the 6th grade. But when I got there, I was back around the way. Like my cousins and them, all of them hung up the street, like right there on Division Street. Like, and my school was on McCullough, so I can walk up and see my cousins and shit. So sometimes I take the long way to school and won't get to school type shit. Or sometimes I go to school and I'm full of that shit. Like, I'm really going to school busted, and I probably got like 14 grams broke down in my bag type shit. Like, cause I'm, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what I knew type shit. But that was life coming up, bro. I learned all that shit on the go and watching my mother really just be the person that she is, and my sisters. Unsung heroes type shit, like, man, my sisters unsung heroes, but that was life for sure.
And what's everybody up to now?
Now as in I say like the beginning of 2022, middle of 2022 is when I like reestablished that relationship with my mother. We fell off when I ended up moving to Howard County. I got adopted by my teacher at Booker T. So
how did that situation happen? Like, was it? Was it
on
like
some Michael Orr type shit.
I'm saying like was it like calling for it, or was it like something that the teacher seen?
It was most definitely something that my guy saw. So what happened was I was and I went to Booker T in the 6th grade. They put me, Baltimore City put me back in the 6th grade after my initial 6th grade year. So I get to Booker T, and like Booker T was on this whole like tuck your shirt in, put a belt on type shit, like, and you was in the middle of the hood. We not trying to hear that. Like, you literally got McCullough Homes right next door. Like, niggas don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? We dipping at lunchtime to go get a chicken box type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, and then it was this white guy, bro, like Joshua Michaels, bro. Like, he just had like this authority type, like not on no like I'm trying to control you type shit, but like I'm trying to show you what like this what a man is. Like fuck being a teacher, like this what a man is. Like you respectful, you look presentable, you know what you talking about, and if you don't know what you talk about, you make it seem like you know what you talking about until you learn what you need to be talking about, right? These are shit that he taught us as 6th graders in his math class, bro. Like we in math class and he teaching us about the proper way to tie a bow tie, or the proper way to put on the belts with your garments, or how that shit's supposed to look, right? He stopping us at the door in the morning, like, no, you're not coming in here with that on, man. Tuck your shirt in, stand out there, here goes some lotion, get your shit together, like that real unconditional love. So that started happening, and then he introduced us to, I got suspended for the first time at Booker T. They suspended me. It was like a 4 or 5 day suspension on some dumb shit. They caught us playing, they was like, we was shooting dice or something, suspending us. Yo came to my house. Man, that's the funny part. He came to my house, and that morning, before he came to my house, our lights had got cut off. So, of course, I'm embarrassed as shit. Like, no, I can't let my teacher see this. Like, my mother gonna get in trouble. Like, if he go back and tell somebody we living in here with no lights type shit, right? Yeah. So I come downstairs, yo come and check on me and shit. He's like, yeah, haven't seen you at school. They told me you got suspended, whatever. Yo, like, he peeped the scenery type shit. Next day, yo come to the house full of groceries. Cooler, ice, so we can keep the little lunch meat and shit cool. Yeah, and had to go back and forth to the fridge and shit like that. At this time, it was me, my mother, and my nephew on the spot for real in the middle of the winter, bro. Like in the middle of the winter, and I was doing whatever I could do to help my mother type shit, like in between going to school. So that's when all that me going outside and shit, like me getting like fucking with stolos and doing all that dumbass shit. That started around that time. Saying my mother like in that situation, and my teacher coming like, here go this white man that work at my school, yo, coming like to come and save the day type shit. Like, fuck that. I can't have that happening. Like, this ain't how it is. My cousins and them don't got no white man coming to their house saving them. Like, I got to step up for my people. So, you know what I'm saying? Naturally, I go do what our definition of success is I'm trying to get some money with my people's type shit. But thank God I had cousins who had sense, you know what I'm saying? And they was just like, come on, shorty, like, you don't belong out here. You got it. Like, and this was before like niggas even knew anything about anything, you know what I'm saying? Like, and my cousin and them used to stay telling me that shit, like, you got it. My cousin ain't never let me do shit past smoke the weed for real. Like, they wasn't playing with me with that shit, bro. Like, they most definitely put me on game, but they ain't never let me beat a game, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that was a big part. And then my best friend was murdered. 4 doors up from my house. I called my teacher. This was after I got expelled from every school in Baltimore City. I got expelled from Booker T. They tried to send me to West Baltimore Middle. I got put out of there, whatever. I got an indefinite 45-day suspension from Baltimore City schools. When I got the suspension, I'm on some, oh, shit, I'm outside then. Fuck that. Like, I'm outside. Like,
not even thinking about the future.
I don't even give a fuck about none of that. All I know is, like, this give me more time to go hop on the light rail, go out Orange Mills to County or somewhere. Every Mike can catch a little stolo, come back, pull up around the school, and we be stunting type shit. That's the shit I was thinking about when they gave me the 45-day. 45-day indefinite. I'm sitting at home, sick. Yo, come, he introduced the sport of lacrosse. He like, yo, you can play on the summer team out in Howard County where I live at. Like, I think this would be a good opportunity. Wada. I'm not with it at first. We had lost our house over west, so we ended up going down Perkins with a family friend or some shit, and we in the Jets. It's like 7 of us in down Perkins, bro. Like, and I'm already like, once again, I'm back in East Baltimore, and I'm from West Baltimore, so it's like I gotta really move cautious. Then I'm in Perkins type shit, like never on no scary shit, but always on some super aware shit. You know what I'm saying? So I knew that shit was happening when yo pulled up in Perkins. It's like 9:30, 10 o'clock. I hit yo, and I had hit him for like some soap or some shit, like some small shit my mother needed or forgot to get from the store, and I had hit yo, and yo came. He came and down Perkins like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, bro. Yo come. That night he gave me a folder. It was like in a little yellow envelope. He gave me a folder. He was like, if you want the chance, to change your life, like, I think you could come move with us. I ain't think nothing of it. Throw the folder on the table.
Yeah.
So the folder got ashed on, got rolled up on, like, everything. Yeah. Then my mans got killed. My mans got killed when we was about to link up, and my mans got killed. And that night, I ended up probably like 1, 2 o'clock that night. I'm back around the way. I'm on the bricks. My aunt lived on the bricks on the avenue. I'm in the bricks, and I call him. It's like 1:30 in the morning, bro. I call him, like, it's like a couple weeks later after he came to the Jets. Like, I call him, like, I'm ready to get the fuck out of here. That's literally what I say. Like, I'm trying to get the fuck out of here. Like, whatever. My man come pull up. I go with him at that moment with what I got. Like, I got the bag, got a couple little undergarments, got a t-shirt, whatever. I'm with that. Like, I'm just get me the fuck away from here. Took me to Howard County. I went from Perkins to a big stupid ass house on a golf course, and like instantly survivor's guilt. Like, instantly, like, it wasn't nothing, like, because I felt like, oh, hell no, I gotta go get my peoples. Like, bro, like, sometimes I was just telling somebody this the other day, like, I wish I had my old iPhone, because there's videos of me in this house, like, really just yelling because I hear my echo. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm recording shit in the house because I know I'm about to go back down the way, and I'm gonna show my cousins in them because they ain't believing this shit. Like, I'm FaceTiming my cousins and them, like, yo, what the fuck? Yo,
so you had like a real survivor's remorse.
Yeah, bro. Like, it was like to the point where when the first day I got to the house, I go upstairs, the shit laid, like t-shirt, socks, snacks, cabinet, everything flooded. But I was sleeping on the floor.
You didn't sleep on the bed?
Let that sink in, bro. Like, real shit. Like,
you didn't think you deserved it?
Nah, bro. Because I knew, like, I'm in this house, bro. It's white men. It's 45 plus year old white men out in my backyard screaming for. Like, literally, like, they on the second hole in the golf course. You know what I'm saying? And my cousins is ducking 40 shells. Like, what the fuck? Like, how I'm going to sleep peaceful every night? Like, 30 minutes away. Like, my little niggas got to walk to school through a war zone. Like, my cousins calling and saying they just got raided last night, and I'm in this bitch sleeping peacefully. Like,
So what about a kid born into that situation? So, like, is that kid better than a kid like you? Like,
the kid that's born into
live on the golf course, like, they deserve that. All they is like they semen. You feel what I'm saying? Semen into an ovary. I ain't saying they come into the world.
I ain't saying that kid better. And I ain't saying
that just was your mindset.
Yeah, that was at that time. My mindset was like, if I lived here and did this, like, I was a better person. People will look at me better. I'll be accepted in different places. Because that was a trick. That was a trick for me, bro. Like, going to Howard County, playing lacrosse, and being good. Like, it was nothing but white people. So it was like, what the fuck going on? Like,
you was nice.
Was I nice? I was handling my business. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what was scary to me. I never played lacrosse, but I was something to be fucked with on the field. Like, because when I got the gist of the game, like, I'm the fastest one out here, and I took the little football flair, put it on there, like, and when I'm running the lacrosse ball, I'm running a route, like, I'm going 5 steps in, I'm cutting on the nigga, like,
post route.
Yeah, post route type shit.
Hey, but so how long did it take you to sleep on the bed? Cause that's like a phenomenon to me that tough. You didn't think you deserved to sleep on the bed.
I say, I never, like, so for the first year I lived with my family, right? I ain't talk. For the first year I didn't talk, like, nothing. Like, I could call my sister.
They feeling like you didn't want to be there?
You know, my my adopted sister, Jenny, bro, she was on some, she ain't fuck with me. She ain't fuck with me, like, because they used to come to the hood and get a group of us to play lacrosse, right? He used to come to the hood during the summertime on Wednesdays. Every morning at 7:45, we'd meet him in front of my house on Dolphin and Myrtle. He had 3 cars, him, his mother, and his sister. And they'd come, and we'd get in the cars, and we'd go to Howard County, play lacrosse all day. Jenny ain't never fuck with me, bro. She used to always say I was too rough. Like, she always thought I was going to be the one that got killed out of the group type shit. Like, so for them, it was a trick, like, it was sort of like, I don't think that he don't want to be here. I think he just trying to figure it out type shit. And thank God that they thought that, because I really was trying to figure it out without subjecting myself to it too much. Because when I brought the idea of moving in with them, or my teacher wanted me to move in with them, when I brought the idea to my cousins like, boy, the KKK out there, don't go out no fucking Howard County, boy. Like, that's real. Like, niggas like, I'm like, damn, they gonna try to turn me into like their own little. And then it's like, nah. And then when I was with them, funny shit. When I was with him, the movie Get Out came out. Like, when I was living with him. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, when that shit dropped, I'm thinking, like, all I hear is my cousins and them in my head. Like, damn, yo, I'm like, oh, shit, it's happening. Like, it's happening. Like, it's maybe be like that. But for
you in a sunken place.
Yeah, like, I felt like I was there already. But far as like getting comfortable in the crib and like sleeping on the beds and whatnot, I think that happened after the first time that they allowed they went back in town, like for one of my birthdays, my first birthday with them, went back in town. They got a couple of my homeboys and shit, and they brought them out to the house. Like my girl at the time brought out to the house, whatever. And I'm showing my girl, because at this time I ain't told nobody like what was going on in my life type shit. So if I was coming to town to get you, was going to the village picking my girl up at the time, and she was coming out, and my man was coming out type shit. We chilling, and I'm showing them that, and then that's when I start getting comfortable type shit. Like that's when I'm like, oh, all right, cool. I think I'm gonna be here for a while. Like so, I go ahead. So I start doing shit like I sleep in the room, but I won't like get under the cover type shit. Like I get a blanket out the little futon or something like, and then I try to jump up before they come upstairs and try, you know what I'm saying, shit like that.
That's not funny, yo.
Try to act like I ain't really appreciate it, but
hey, yo, so coming from that, right? And what was the teacher's name?
Joshua Michael.
Joshua Michael. So meeting somebody like Mr. Michaels.
Yeah.
And then now you working in the school system. You worked in Baltimore City. Yeah. Now you're working at Howard County. But like, how important is a Mr. Michael to kids in Baltimore City, or just misled youth, or unprivileged youth?
Bro, I'm gonna tell you this, bro. It ain't no value you can put on somebody like a Mr. Michael. And I ain't saying that because he saved my life. And I'm about to kick you some real shit. Like, that man saved my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, from everything that I knew and everything that I was being taught, my definition of success, my definition of surviving, my definition of life, my definition of quality of life. Like, and I ain't talking about like he had conversations with me like, do this or do that. It was just like all of his movement. So I can't even sit here and tell you that like, Mr. Michael is this important or Saquan is this important, because to one little nigga in the hood, Mr. Michael could be a 3 on the important scale. To another nigga in the hood like me, Mr. Michael could break the scale. Like, you know what I'm saying? He could be a 10 or 11, you know what I'm saying? Like, when it's times where you don't got no role models in your hood, like, or all your cousins is locked up, or the niggas that you say your brothers, they get shot dead on these same blocks that y'all playing football on. Like, we playing throw up tackle, my cousin just caught 12 right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, when Mr. Michael can come and wipe that dirt out that diamond that been stepped on and rolled over and don't believe in itself no more and really been telling itself like, I've been under so much pressure, so I'm going to just bust instead of becoming a diamond and becoming something that I know I've really gotten to me, like, and being comfortable with who I am. I can't put no price on it, bro. Like, even here, sitting right here talking to you, bro, being a vulnerable man that I am, bro, I'm fighting back tears, is understanding that, like, yo really saved my life. Like, and I can't, like, when I started high school at Digital Harbor, bro, it's crazy because half the niggas that I started high school with did. Like, it's not even. You post a picture I don't know, bro. I used to, bro. Sometimes on the grind, I just be going through. Like, you'll probably catch it sometimes. Like, I put all the old ass pictures and I'd be like,
and you might go over top niggas' heads, like, prayer, you know what I'm saying? Prayer emoji, halo.
Yeah, it's a lot of that, bro. It's a lot of that, and Mr. Michael saved me from that. Like, bro, I just texted him the other day, bro, and I'll show you when we finish. Like, I sent him a long ass message. Like, I appreciate you for giving me the opportunities that the world ain't giving me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you showed me more than West Baltimore. Like, you showed me more than Pennsylvania and Cary or whatever street. So, like, you showed me more than that shit, bro. So, you showing me that, like, this shit is possible, and I just got to find something that I like doing and go do it as much as I like doing it and just make somebody's life a little bit easier. This family my mom's ain't never asked for shit. Like, ain't never asked me to do shit but go be a good person. My sister, Jenny, ain't never asked for shit. Ain't never asked for me to do shit but come and volunteer and guide some little niggas. And Josh ain't never asked for shit. Michael ain't never asked for shit, bro. I known this man since he ain't had no kids. He on his 3rd child now. Like, and all of them call me Uncle Saquan. Like, I got keys to every house type shit. Like, type shit like this make me feel like if you ain't come get me, what the fuck I would have did. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you ain't come, and I ain't saying like, and my mom, she played a good part in this because she had to sign that paper. She had to sign that guardianship over, and that was a big step on her end. Like, but it was at a point in time when my mother was like, man, fuck it, I'm washing my hands with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Yo came and he had that safety net and he told that line. And now we here type shit. Can't put no value on that, bro.
So do you feel like now in your role, in your position, working in these schools and meeting these kids, like, do you have the same resources as a Mr. Michaels?
Yeah. And I say that for the simple fact of Mr. Michael was doing that with no resources. Like, now that I'm older and I know, all that shit was coming out of his pocket. All that shit was coming out of, like, family pitching in here and there.
And that's what I mean, though. Like, right. do you have, like, So do you have to kind of be a Mr. Michaels in different ways? Because you can't move a kid in.
Yeah, in certain ways, I most definitely gotta be strategic more so than be Mr. Michael. You know what I'm saying? Because I could pick up the phone and call Josh and be like, "Yo, I got 6 kids that I'm trying to feed. Like, how can you help me with that?" He'll send something through. Like,
right.
But for me, it's like the kids that I'm dealing with on a day to day. It's like they need more of emotional guidance, right? So it'd be tough for me to go and pull those same resources because I'm looking for different resources. Like at that time, he had to feed us. Like some of us wasn't eating for days. Some of us ain't have a new T-shirt to put on. And he'd go to Kohl's and get us some shit type shit like that. That ain't the problem that we facing now, right? You know what I'm saying? Like our young niggas get money. It's young niggas that sitting in high school that making more than they teacher made in the last 2 years in their pocket. You know what I'm saying? So my resources look different. So I think for sure in a lot of ways, I embody the traits of Josh, but it's in different ways because like times and shit change and shit get better. So I think the help look different, the resources look different, but at the end of the day, it's all in all the same shit. It's all the same shit.
Yeah. And let's flow this TV. We'll be right back. We're gonna talk about some of the solutions. We back. Flow this TV.
That's Lord.
My man's one choice.
It's hard.
Mr. Thanksgiving. You feel what I'm saying? At the beginning, he told y'all like what he's kind of doing now, not kind of what he's doing now.
Yeah.
And then, the second part, he told you about his life story and stuff like that.
Hey, yo, before we get into this next part, though, yo, before, like, we get into this next part.
My shit flashing?
Yeah, your shit good. Before we get into this next part, I'm going to be, I ain't seen it. I ain't seen it on the Floaters page. I ain't seen you, like, talk about it or nothing, but I'm going to be the first nigga to sit right here in your establishment and give you your flowers for the shit that you doing, the content that you putting out, the motherfuckers that you backing in the city, like, no matter how little you feel like that shit is, I was telling you this before the camera came on, so you know it's genuine, like, champion all that shit, because you got some, you just seen a couple niggas do some shit, like, you know what I'm saying, that wasn't what it could have been, but then when you get on that shit or you got behind it, like, it turned into some shit, so, I feel like, not to be... Yeah, like you most definitely. I seen you in a couple situations. Like, all right, I'm gonna use people that I know, for example. Like when you was doing shit for my little man's do that and Savage and them in Howard County, right? Yeah. Like the quality of it started to match the music. Yeah, like your vision of what you saying in your mind, like the what you got to put it out in front of people. A lot of people don't possess that for it to come out the way it do. So
with them, no, that was. You said do that, right?
I'm knowing. Yeah.
he a special type of person. Yeah. You can feel that being around him type shit. I ain't gonna lie, yo, working with him.
It's a headache, yo.
It was not like a headache.
It's a fucking headache.
Like I waited like 2 hours.
Bro.
I'm calling bro like, yo.
Hey bro, listen, that's my little man, and I love do that to death. And if he was home right now, I'd call him in here and tell you. Every time he see me, he like, I know, Quan, I gotta work on my time management. Every time
I know you're a grown man there. I know you got places to be.
Shit,
yo, my fault, yo. Like,
I'm coming right now, bro. I know you got other shit going on. You doing me this favor, bro. Like that. Yeah,
but I said that to say that a lot of that was their vision for real. All them videos I was doing out there, that was their vision. Like this spot. I just was kind of being green and open and like, all right, come on,
type shit. Yeah. But still though, bro, like still, even if it was that, like you know what I mean? You made a lane for yourself by, I wouldn't even call it you being green. You was eager and chasing your dream. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, that ain't you being green. That's like a nigga, I know when the team
like
get,
a positive.
You know what I'm saying? Like when a nigga get on, when the offense get on the field, they know what our goal is. We trying to go score. Yeah. Like you got your offense on the field every day. Like you trying to score. Like, and that's an interview, that's a video, that's a freestyle, whatever it is. Like I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna tell you like whatever it is, champion the small shit. And what you doing is impactful because motherfuckers see it. Niggas hear it. When niggas see this blue backdrop on they reels, they stopping and they looking type shit. So I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna give you your flowers. Like, and I don't want to see none of you niggas come up here at this and be like, Nero, yo, you the man, bro. Like, give my man his love, but come on now.
Look, I ain't gonna lie to you, yo. I ain't gonna lie to you, yo, on no funny shit. No funny shit.
He say some wild shit,
no
bro.
Funny shit.
No, he great say some wild shit. Go ahead, bro. I know you ready to say some wild shit, but go ahead, you got it.
Niggas do be giving me my flowers and shit. Like right there, like around the same time in the interview. Like around this time in the interview, niggas like,
no, fuck that then, yo. Cut that, yo.
Niggas be
fuck
like,
this nigga,
bro. Niggas be like, yo, I fuck with you. What you doing with the flow?
No, fuck this nigga, man.
But you know that shit always means something though, because like even you bringing up Do That and like Lil Dre and shit like that.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, that was pivotal.
Yeah,
for real. Like,
that was vital.
Yeah, I ain't even know if, like they said, you said earlier, like waking up and not, you don't gotta have it all figured out. Like you don't know where your end destination is.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't think this interview shit was gonna be part of it. Like I didn't even think the camera shit was gonna be part of it. I was like I always had a rap dream. Like I told you earlier, like in the car rides, listening to Mason shit. I just always had a rap dream.
Right.
Like, and I feel like that shit kind of held me back, bro. Like,
why you say that?
I feel like to this day, my rap dream, I'm just now getting to the point where it's like, I'm seeing shit clearly. Like, you can look, they can't see the desk. So it's like, look at it like this, right? The rap dream shit, in my head, that shit could be like over here. You feel what I'm saying? Right. But this interview, podcast shit is right in front of me for real. Right. But it's shit that I wouldn't do because I still got this dream. You feel what I'm saying? So that's how I feel like it might hold me back for real. Or to how I'm great at video production now, but I'm just so in love with the music that I don't even care if I'm getting lowballed or if this is not the most paying industry. This is what I love to do type shit. Yeah. But now I'm getting to the point where it's like, man, fuck that shit, man. Clean up a little bit. Like
type shit.
I did it. Like you gave my flower. Like I did it. Like I chased my dream.
Right.
I achieved it. Like I can say I'm successful. Like I'm not rich, but I was successful at doing what I was trying to do for real.
But you know what? Do you know what's so vital about what you said? Like you can say that you're successful. Because a lot of people equivalent their success to their financial state.
Yeah, that was me.
And that's scary because when we learn to stop thinking like my financial state defines my success, like, bro, I had somebody tell me a long time ago, like, you'll never be truly rich until you're rich morally. Like, you got to be, like, content with everything you do as a person. Like, the person, like, you call somebody right now, like, oh, you know Saquan, bro? I can guarantee you 9 times out of 10 say, yeah, bro, I know him. He stand-up nigga. He going to take the shirt off his back, do whatever. But, like, that's what that is, bro. That's what that strive is. Like, and you get into this gray area where you just feel like you said, I'm so in love with this that I was blinded and not paying attention to shit that's right in front of me because I wanted this, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, it's right in front of you. Yeah. That's getting to that. Why you think that's all the way over there? Right. Like, you got to get through this shit to get all the way over there type shit, you feel me? So don't ever look at that shit as like I told you, we wake up every day, we got to go be a part of this race, yo. Yeah. We're going to run this shit without us. Like, and what you tell me, I'm going to meet these niggas at the finish line type shit as it should be, though.
And, and when you said that shit earlier, I didn't want to cut you off, but it was similar to a thought I was having, like, with the other media platforms and shit, like, doing their thing. It's like, you know, you be competing or watching, comparing.
Right.
The other day, I just was like, yo, I'm just really happy to be in this conversation because these niggas could be doing this shit and I could be in Nigel shit. Nigel shit. Niggas saying they sparking, I'm running down the hill.
I'm running down the hill.
Trying to hurry up before the blunt go out. Like, I could be still there. So, like, to even be them niggas that I feel like is doing great shit, for them to say I'm doing great shit, like, it's just.
That's a win.
Hey, but let's pivot. Let's pivot back to this.
Yeah,
like,
my man.
Hey, but we still right here, though. This is perfect. My mans and them just opened up the studio, yo. 1045 Records, right? Recording studio. 1045 Live Forever, right? Shout out my man John, Scotty, City.
Yo, I know.
They going crazy. We some marketing geniuses over here, so you probably seen it.
I low-key, I think my man's Denzel.
King Zell.
It's King Zell. I went to high school with you. Yeah. I went to high school with you.
Yo, that's a fly nigga right there, King Zell.
I went to, when they put me out of Digital Hall, I ended up at Lake Clifton, like, and I thought going to Lake Clifton was going to be the worst shit ever, but I ended up meeting some of the coolest niggas.
Yeah, you mean nigga like King Zell?
Yeah, they was rapping in high school with,
y'all need to change my name to something like that, King Zell, like. Some niggas gotta call me a king, dog.
No, bro.
Nah, like who, King Zell?
Fuck out of here, bro. No, I'm telling you, King Zell sounds crazy tough, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that sounds crazy tough. But nah. You really got. I feel like we only think that name sound tough because we know bro and know of bro and what he did to market that name. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, Shooting Arrow is tough because we know you. We know the flow of this. You know what I'm saying? We know what you did to market that name. Like, so I wouldn't even want to see you do no shit like that.
But look, so the 1045, right?
Yeah.
You know you start shit, right? And I think a problem with me, I be on some say less shit.
Yeah.
You feel me? Your government, and you ain't say it, so I ain't gonna say it.
Type shit.
So I be on some say less shit, right?
Type shit.
And I get burnt a lot from saying less. That's why I realize in business or whatever this is, like community work, like if you don't say everything you attend, it's gray areas, right?
Yeah.
So they opened the studio, and then like 3 weeks later, after them being officially open and shit, like they had to post a rules shit, and it was like there's a whole bunch of rules and shit. So I texted bro like, damn, yo, like what something happened, or like y'all just trying to jump ahead of the bullshit. Yo, send me a video. Man, there's like 10 probably kids, probably under 20. They booked the session and shit. I probably got the shit on my phone, yo. And them niggas just like, you know, you been in the studio before?
Nah, I ain't been in yet.
Nah, any studio.
Yeah.
You know, after the song is made, or even after the first verse is made, like that shit a party. Like when they got the booth,
type
niggas
shit.
just like,
I bet, the energy there, type shit, yeah.
So these little niggas, dogs in there waving guns, and this nigga with a gun, and there's a nigga in there with an imaginary gun behind him, like And I'm like, yo, that should spot my brand. I'm like, yo. These niggas probably bought guns to the studio. And, I'm not from that life, so I can't speak for how somebody genuinely feels about their safety.
Right.
But I got a hunch that, I'm sounding kind of crazy. I got a hunch that niggas only got guns in the studio because they think that's what you're supposed to do. Like, all right, shit, man, we can smoke now. We can cop blunts now.
Right.
We can go to the liquor store, cop liquor. I can drive now. I can drive. Yeah. Shit, when I go to the studio, I gotta bring a gun. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That don't even make sense because that's what we're dealing with right now with all our youngins. Like, they misled by false information. Like, because the shit that's being pumped in front of them so much, that's their definition of success. Like, when I go to the studio, or when I go to the studio with my friends that rap, like, ain't no bippies in the studio. Like, niggas is focusing on their art. Niggas are writing bars, and after that first verse come out, niggas is critiquing that verse like, damn, I could have said this like that type shit. But our Lord niggas, they suffer from an identity crisis. Our Lord niggas suffer from an identity crisis. Yeah, they don't know. And as corny and cliche as this may sound, bro, and I'm gonna look niggas straight in their soul when I say this, like, you niggas scared, man. You niggas scared, like, and they scared of what they don't know, but what they don't know can save them. Like, don't let that go over niggas' head, bro. Like, niggas are scared of what they don't know, but what they don't know can really save them. Because every time I go talk to one of these little niggas, like, take the mask off, bro. Come here, what you trying to do with your life? Like, I was trying to get my CDLs, but and I talk to a little nigga and I get him in the course and he get his CDLs in a month. And he like, shit, it's lit, bro. The car's just like moving bricks, yo. I did it. Come on. But you was afraid of that because you ain't have the resources or you ain't know nothing about that or your cousin from around the way ain't never take that secondary education serious. So now you got niggas outside running around and hiding their insecurities through masks, bro. Like, they hide their insecurities through masks and emotions. That's why I told you in the beginning we focus on emotional presence just as much as our physical presence because you can be an energy thief. Yeah. You can come around a motherfucker and be an energy thief. It's going to be somebody who watch this and be like, damn, that nigga got a point, yo, because when so-and-so come around, shit be feeling a little off. Like, or when so-and-so say this, bro, I be feeling like, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of these youngins, bro, they really suffering with identity crisis. So what they do is, I just want to follow the masses. I'm going to go do what they doing so I don't get singled out more than I already feel like I'm singled out. You know what I'm saying? So my insecurities ain't never going to be on Front Street because I can go put a mask on every single day, go outside, say whatever I want, do whatever I want. You watch any of these little niggas when they outside, bro, the mask ain't even never always up. You know what I'm saying? It's only up when they want to talk about something they're not confident in or when they hiding behind something that they did. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you mean down? Down.
Yeah, my fault, down. So a nigga is like, what are you really like? Who are you as a person? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is it that you want? What is it that you looking for? Because that ain't you.
Yeah, I can see that shit now.
You know what I'm saying?
Really
like,
man, I ain't gonna lie.
Type shit, and then get off on some bullshit, right? Yeah. And then get off on some bullshit. Like, come on, bro. But the whole time you giving off this equalizer ass, I'm a killer ass vibe. When the whole time you're a sweetheart, bro. Yeah, you're a sweetheart with a mask on, bro.
But like besides that point, that was just something fascinating to me. Like damn, yo, he might only have a gun in there because he thinks it's cool.
That's the message they're getting though.
But so like speaking of like of this generation, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you got the Saint Laurent proms, like niggas wearing the McQueens to school, like what you know, they got the internet, they fingertips, phones and stuff like that, like, you know, they can be entrepreneurs, like it's a lot of opportunities for the youth, like YouTube and streaming and stuff like that. But like the Baltimore City, like you think about Baltimore City kids, like in the schools, like I listen to WBAL radio and shit, like once a week or every other week.
Oh, and T.J. Smith gonna give it up how it's supposed to be given up.
Yeah, T.J. Smith,
C4 and them don't cut no corners.
Even the white boys, or they might not even be
white.
In
the afternoon, yeah, the two white guys, yeah, they give it up too.
Yeah. But what I don't like about that is they don't have, a lot of them don't have the experience. Not all of them, but some of them don't have the experience, and they're just speaking off straight facts.
Yeah.
But they know that. They
yeah.
know that, but I don't know. Like, you just always hear, like, it's the parents. It's the parents. Man, I don't know. It's the parents. The squeegee kids, they need more opportunities.
I'm gonna tell you this, bro.
Yeah, because like, it's gonna come from you, not me.
A nigga ain't gonna. My mother ain't know everything I was doing when I left out and went outside. And my mother was straight, like, belt to ass type shit. But my mother worked a lot of hours to keep everything that we had going. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, my mother ran into a lot of unfortunate situations in life, financially type shit, because of the people that she allowed to get that close to us, right? But when these kids go outside, mommy ain't with them, daddy not with them, and in some cases, yeah, it do be the parents. Like that situation we talked about, like, yeah, it's parents egging it on because
you mean the Carver
situation.
Can you tell them about that situation,
bro? All right, well, my unsolicited opinion, bro, is that's the epitome of.
So what happened? It was like a month in October, right?
It was October.
It was like the end of October.
What we in now? December?
Yeah,
it's December. Yeah, it was like the end of December. End of October.
So it was two kids that had a misunderstanding.
There was a little situation, and one of the little dudes' parents came up to school with him. And wanted Shorty to address the other kid by physically harming him with a firearm, like by pistol whipping him or whatever. And they thought it was a bright idea to enter the school or attempt to enter the school with the student when they saw the student that they was going after. And that's the epitome of what we dealing with here. Because we got some people like that all their life, that's what they did. That's how they moved. That's what they knew, because that was their definition of success. So they naturally passed it down to their child. And now they teaching their child these fucked up ass ways of dealing with shit in life, when that's not really the way you deal with shit in life. And then you got a flawed system on top of that, because we talked about this too, like the pops was like in and out of jail. So then as a young nigga coming up, I'm saying my father break laws, do this and do that. He go away for a couple weeks and then he right back home. What that tell me as a young nigga? I can go do the same shit and then come right back home to my
like
people.
You had to be dumb to really get caught. Or
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you got to be dumb as shit to go do long-term time, when whole time like we got a flawed system that ain't really slamming. And I'm going to say this, bro. There's some people that, law and order is a thing. That's why like the world moves the way it moves. Like you gotta have law and order, bro, or this shit won't be functional. So some niggas do need to be like, you know what I mean? Like it's consequences for your actions type shit. But as black men, it ain't fair when we go to jail. Niggas make money off us when we go to jail. But at the same time, we do a lot of shit to put ourselves in these positions easy. Like it ain't even like we don't even gotta carry shit the way we carry shit sometimes. Like we make a lot of shit. And niggas hate me when I say this, bro. But us as a culture, sometimes we bro, they might kill me when I say this, but I don't give a fuck, bro. Niggas, like, our culture become a little privileged, bro. Like, and I'm saying in ways where, like, we black, y'all not supposed to do that to us. Yeah. We black, y'all can't say that to us. Like, we people first. Yeah. Like, what you talking about? Like, yeah, we in America where, like, I know that shit matter. And then for anybody that wanna, when you post this shit, anybody get in the comments, you better go check out what the fuck I do. I'm in the streets, front line, weeks and weeks at a time. Right. So I got the right to stand here and speak on this shit. Yeah. So I know what's going on. You
gotta come up with alternative opinions when you trying to really fix the problem.
You hear me, bro? Like, I'm kind of getting it. That's why I'm getting jittery, bro, because I understand, like, niggas get on the net. Niggas get on the net and talk all this shit like these parents doing this, these parents. I'm outside, front line, bro. I'm front line. Go check the Instagram. Go check whatever you gotta check. Like, I'm front line, so I feel like I'm in a space where I can say this shit, bro. We sit back and we've relied on so much shit that they use to disable us for so long that we became privileged in ways that we're like, we supposed to get a house off Section 8. We supposed to get $300, $400 in EBT. That's not natural. That's not a regular way of living. But when you sit our people down and you talk to our people people like, yo, you got to do a little bit more work. You got to get up a little bit earlier. You got to go get this a little more longer than this person. If she did a 9 hour, you need to do 10 hours. If he did 10, you need to do 12. Like, that's just us. That's our culture. But when we sit down and we get in front of these motherfuckers, our people, they don't want to hear that shit. They don't want to hear that shit. The first thing they say is, 400 years we've been oppressed. You absolutely fucking right. But don't nobody give a fuck about that no more. That's crazy.
That's my father.
That's tough.
He worked for the board and all that. He worked for my
That's
government.
tough.
Yeah. So I ain't worried about nothing.
That's tough.
Hey, let's get right back.
I might need to call you, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I might need to call you.
I've been meant to say that. But, hey, yo, let's get right back to where you was at, yo. The camera might heat up on me again.
What, and
to black people feeling like.
Right. For, like, the first thing niggas will say when you go to them and you like, yo, we got to do a little bit of extra work. We got to go a little bit harder. We got to stay longer. They're going to deny us the first time, but we got to keep going back, keeping the shit in their face. They don't want to hear that because a lot of us, we done got so dependent on all that shit, government programs and all that shit, that when a nigga like me coming and I'm coming with logic and I'm coming with hard, like the proof is in the pudding. Like I got up at 5:45 every day. I worked until 9 or I worked until whatever and I built my program until whatever. Like this is how this happened. Like niggas ain't just get on the internet and make one little motivational video when somebody said, yo, here go X amount, so go build a program. This ain't how that happened. We don't get a blueprint in the black community. In the white community, Italian community, every other culture, bro, they get a blueprint. We don't get fucking blueprints. We gotta make this shit and pass it on. That's what we falling. That's what we falling short at. Like this shit, niggas run around with that. And not everybody, we love Nipsey, bro. Everybody run around and want to adopt his mantra, but don't want to adopt the work ethic that came with the mantra. It's a marathon. It's a marathon. We get that, but when you running marathons, they got group marathons. You got to pass the baton on. So why that next generation, like, what we gonna pass to what's coming behind us? Because if we ain't got shit to pass on, we gonna keep falling into this trap and this cycle of just like, this is all we know.
So you feel like everybody out for self?
In some ways, yo, now in our culture, fuck yeah, bro. Because, bro, when I was growing up, it took a village, and that was like a real thing. Like I did something in school, like I'm telling you how I was cutting up in school and shit, bro. I probably got fussed out by 3 or 4 neighbors by the time I got to my front door. And by the time I got to my front door, my mother still put it on me type shit, you feel me? And then when I saw my grandmother that week and that shit happened on Tuesday, I see my grandmother on Sunday, she still put it on me type shit. Now it's a day and age where you got parents coming to the school like and talking to the teacher like, don't talk to my child like that. Don't say this to my child. Like, don't do that. How the fuck you gonna tell a person who's here with your child 8 hours out of the day, 8 hours out of the day, how to rectify, recommend, or behaviorally instruct this child to be in this system and get everything they can out of this? Because it's great teachers in this, i.e. Mr. Michael. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's great teachers in this, but with that, it comes like, I can't play by that rule. I can't play by that rule book. I got to be a little different. I got to teach outside the show. Like, when Mr. Michael gave us, like, midterms and like, state tests and shit, he was putting street names that we knew in the test. You know what I'm saying? Because them tests bias as shit. We don't have horses and fought. Like, I'm not Tommy on a farm. Bro, everybody you talk to, everybody who wants to see this can relate to this. When you took a test, the MSA or whatever in Maryland, it'll be a question on the test like, if Johnny had 4 apples on a farm with 5 horses, how many more apples do he need or shit like that? Nigga, read that from round away and be like, what the fuck? When the whole time it's a simple question. He just need 1 more apple. But you got, like, we don't get that. Because we so used to, like, what we know, we so constricted into our world, into our 4 corners of poverty, bro. Like, that's all. So we don't even think like that. We don't get to imagine like that. So when somebody like Mr. Michael come along and a teacher like Mr. Michael who's going outside the norms and got to talk to your child or do stuff a different way for your child to excel, like, Josh bringing us that same question, but he's saying some shit like, if you go to the corner store and you got 75 cents, but you need 4 bags of chips, how many more quarters you need? You need 1. There was a quarterback in the G. You need 1 more quarter. So now we reading the same question, but a different way. It's related to us. So now we flourishing. We flourishing. Now you got kids that you said was falling off. They in the 6th grade reading on the 9th grade, 8th grade level because this shit is made and talent to us. But we don't do shit like that. We don't go sort like, and that translates to the adult and African Americans. We don't go and sort that information because as adults, we don't have Mr. Michaels. We don't have Saquons. Like, it's up to us to go and source that information. It's up to us to go and further and sharpen our tools and be like, oh, all right, cool. This how this go. Let me go back and tell them. So when they do read how many apples did Johnny have on the farm, they see it as, how many quarters do you need? You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm making sense here, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't find that, and that's all in that blueprint that I'm saying. I feel like as a culture, we don't have a blueprint. As a culture, it's like, yo got on. Okay. Yo, a bitch, he ain't look back. He ain't do no Thanksgiving drive. He don't come back. That man ain't got to do that. He don't have to do that. Like, that man, like, we taught to be self-made, whatever, bro. So that man don't expect that man to reach back. Like, yeah, it's a blessing. Like, that's why I love, and I don't really like name dropping, but that's why I love people like Tech right now. Like, what Tech doing is like what I try to set the standard to be for, like, being role models. Like, we ain't never had role models in real time. You can ride down North Avenue and see Tech sitting in front of his store. Like that's a role model in real time. Like, other cultures had role models in real time, like mommy and daddy was flight attendants, doctors, neurosurgeons, or whatever they was, like, and they grew up with that idea. In the hood, our definition of success was we need to get a block, a couple bags, a couple whatever, and we're gonna get a couple whips and we're gonna be good. That's the definition of success. We just need to make it to see tomorrow. If I make it past 18, I'm already winning. If I make it past 25, oh, I'm a fucking OG. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not the idea. Like, in the white household, a Caucasian, whatever you want to call it, Asian, Indian, whatever, in that household, by 25, if you don't got your 3rd degree or you on your 2nd house, you fucking failing. Why is that not the standard for us? Why is that not the standard for us?
So back to the 400 years that we said before the camera cut off. I was going to kind of cut you off. And then I like these interviews better because I can't really debate with a nigga on how nice you think he is in music. Like, I gotta let a nigga just rock. Like,
I'm really here making you think, huh, bro?
Yeah, but I can give you the devil's advocate because I agree with you, but I can give you the devil's advocate. Right. You know what I'm saying? So the 400 years of slavery leads to like how you came up. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Like with zero chance to really be something. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? So,
but is that really what we facing right now, though, bro?
But bro, you facing that? What you mean?
Is that what we facing right now? Like,
right now?
No, I'm saying like.
But listen. Right now, it could be no right now for you. You feel what I'm saying?
What you mean?
Like, so you saying like, I'm just saying devil's advocate, right? Yeah. 400 years of slavery, like black people saying 400 years of slavery. That's why this, that. But that is what led to the situation you was born into. Right. All right.
So this is where a lot of people get it misconstrued.
So when you saying don't matter right now, you could not be here right now.
No. Don't see. I'm so glad you asked me that so I can articulate on my point. Right. That matters 110,000%. Like the shit that we went through our ancestors faced, like that structured everything for now. What I'm saying about that 400 years is a dependency that came with that shit. We out of that 400 years, oh yeah, now I'm in that bag. Like out of that 400 years, right, we became very dependent on all this shit that we thought they owed us because of the stories that we got told of what they took away from us. They don't owe us shit. What they did was they delayed the fuck out of us. They delayed us. So when I'm saying that 400 years don't matter right now, the dependency that came with that 400 years don't matter. That shit don't matter. Get up and go fucking work. Get up and go hard. Get up and go chase what you want to chase. There's no limitations. During that 400 years, we was limited to what we could do. We was limited on what we could say. We was limited on getting on TV or doing whatever we want. Right now, black people got the fucking ball. And most importantly, and a lot of people ain't gonna like this, black women got the fucking ball. That's what's scary right now. So when I say 400 years, I ain't saying 400 years on some like, none of that shit don't matter. It don't fuck. No, that shit affects us every day we wake up. You know why it affects us every day we wake up? Because I know at some point during this week, you thought as a black man, like, yo, I could get in a bad situation with the police. Like, I could die. Like, I could die out here. That shit matters. What I'm saying don't matter from that 400 years, and I want niggas to hear me loud and clear, is that dependency that they created with that 400 years that's crippling us now, that's handicapping us now, like, that's making us feel like, okay, whoa, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and all of them talk about all this shit that they owe us, so I feel like I'm like, bro, like reparations. Like, motherfuckers talking about reparations. Like, why are you depending on some shit that you know they not gonna give up? Right. Why the fuck is you like, come on, bro. If you worried about reparations, you could have went and locked in, started a little business with you and your mans, and y'all could have been making your own reparations for the next generation that's coming up. That's what I mean by the 400 years. The 400 years plays a part in everything we do today. But what I'm saying what it ain't important is that dependency that was created upon it. That dependency shit don't mean nothing coming from that. When you become dependent on shit, you will always be crippled in a way that you can't move forward in because you dependent on another motherfucker to give you the okay to move forward. Like Section 8, I gotta put my name on the list and wait X amount of years to try to get a nice house in a nice neighborhood to better my family. That's dependency. Like if you get up and go work hard every day, put your money up, you could take that same time that you was waiting on Section 8 and put that money up, go put a down payment on, and go learn something about your IRAs, about your financial loans, your home loans, or whatever. It's programs out here that want to help our culture now. You know what I'm saying? Stop being dependent on shit that y'all was being told is the right thing because it ain't the right thing no more. Get the fuck up, get your hands dirty, have a bad day, have a good day, but keep stacking the fucking good ones. And when you keep stacking the good ones, trust me, then come holler at me then. Then come holler at me then.
All right, cut. We got it. Yo. Nah, that's a fact, though, yo. That's a fact.
Cat, bro.
Because, you just
Hey, yo, my bad, bro.
Nah, you just schooled me.
Yeah, I had to
let
that's
you
like,
just schooled me, like, because you just schooled me, bro, because when you said there's programs out here that help us, like, you know how many people told me there's small business programs that I can go get consultation.
Yeah.
They can tell me, like, oh, this is your situation, da-da-da. But I'd rather talk to my man who fake competing with me.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, why? Like, so what's stopping us from going to go get that, though? Like, what's stopping us from going to go get that? The dependency shit that we taught, that we feel like we entitled to this. Yeah. If I don't get up and go do nothing today, I know on the 1st of January I got a check coming. That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't got to go do shit. And now, you know what I'm saying? Lack of communication leaves space for imagination. So when a motherfucker ain't communicating every day about how he bettering his life or talking to somebody how they going to help him change his life, then nigga ain't going to do shit but start to go crash out because he know I can do whatever I want for these next 29 days. But when that first come, I got a bag coming, and that's coming from these people that's keeping me down in this situation that I'm in and ain't getting no better. So that's what the dependency is, bro.
Yeah. Hey, yo, we got to get out of here, but... You know, the whole time I've been wanting you to, like, tell me, like, the solution for everything, but after the conversation,
simply put,
okay,
commitment to action, bro. Everybody got to get on the same page and understand that we need to commit to the action that we sit down and we talk about. All these people that's legislators, that all these people that's community leaders, all these people that see this stuff that's going on with our youth, that's going on with our culture in real time. Commit to the action. Commit. We can sit down and talk about. I could have sat here for this whole hour and gave you a slew of solutions that I think working or shit that I'm doing that's working in my neighborhood right now in Columbia or wherever. And then tomorrow we ain't talking shit about it or do nothing about it. We can't do that. This is too vital. It's too vital. It's simply put, bro. We ain't even gotta go do no listen. We ain't gotta do none of that shit. Simply put, commitment to action, bro. Commitment to action. Create these spaces for these young niggas to come and be themselves. For them to come to feel like they expressing themselves and being respected, and commit to that. And above all, real, unconditional love.
Yeah.
That's it. A lot of our youngins don't know what real unconditional love because they got a lot of 5-minute people in their life. Once they fuck up one time, that person gone. That's what they used to. That's it. Commitment to action, unconditional love. We'll save all these little niggas. They just gotta want to do it, bro. People gotta want to do it. People gotta want to be like, I'm just a kid from Baltimore City. No cliche, no funny shit. Like, that's what I am, bro. So if I could figure it out, I'm gonna figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. That's it. This is a commitment to action, bro.
Yeah. Bring the mic closer to you. Yeah. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Yo, this is definitely, this might be the best interview so far. And I think it's because, you know, like, we got to hear what you're doing now.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you know, how you got into what you're doing, you know, and just some, you know, general thoughts about the, you know, the culture and stuff like that. Yeah. But then what I learned from this interview, though, is, I gotta talk to people that don't rap more, like, or that don't, less creative. I'm not saying that it's not creativity that goes into helping the kids, because that's pretty much what it's creativity.
Different. Yeah, I get you, though.
But it's like art, like somebody's clothes or somebody's music.
Right. I
always feel like, damn, you know, like, and me as an artist, I'm sensitive about my shit, so I'm not about to just give you no opinion on your music. For real. Like, I did an interview with my man the other day, and he's like, "Oh, I rap too. Yo, send me some of your shit." I sent him something. He's like, "I'm gonna send you some of my shit." He sent me his shit, and I kind of like, as an artist, I don't judge people's shit, so it's kind of like, "Oh, that shit cool for real." Like, I fuck with it. Right. That's all I got to say. Like, we heard my shit, like, yo, you can get better mixing. Da, da, da. I was like, all right, whoa. Like, all right, cool. I thought we was a safe space. I sent you the rough joints. Like, so it's like, I think that's me. Like, I'm learning that from this interview. It's like, no, I could be devil's advocate. I could give the opinion, but I just probably not comfortable, like, on the music tip, like, because that's who I am as an artist.
But bro, being a devil advocate in a lot of situations, like, people be needing that. People needing to hear that. Yeah. Because it's a whole lot of yes men, bro.
Nah, the music tip, though.
I know niggas, I can't speak on the music tip, but I feel like from what I see and like interviews, not even your shit, just like in general, niggas, like, some rappers can be a little diva-ish. Like, they got a little diva-ish. Like, you know, you better not tell me nothing about my music.
Yeah, don't tell a nigga.
But like I don't know, yo.
Don't tell a nigga you said this when a nigga just spent $200 on the session, $200 to get it mixed. Nigga ain't trying to hear none of that. The video already shot.
Hey yo, I ain't gonna lie, nigga.
Tell me when I'm in. I used to, when I was on my straight rappers, I used to say, yo, tell me that. Like, come to the studio with me then, bro.
Yeah. Like, don't tell me that I already invested my shit into this. Like, now you telling me, like, I shouldn't have said this. I should have said it like this type shit. Yeah, I get that though, bro.
Yeah.
I get that.
I just wanted to bring it full circle though. But all in all, this conversation is definitely like, you got the Mr. Michaels, not no white savior shit. You feel what I'm saying? But you got them. He could have been black. You feel what I'm saying? Could have been black. Yeah. He definitely could have been black. It's nothing that's what he did is black people doing the same shit.
Yeah, right? Facts.
So that's just specific. He's white, but you got the Mr. Michaels.
It just happened that way.
Yeah, you got the Mr. Michaels. You feel what I'm saying? You got the kids. You feel what I'm saying? You got the bad situations, the bad environments. Yeah. But then you got the Mr. Michaels that help the kids. Now you gotta say, now you got a one choice. You feel what I'm saying?
Now you got to Saquan, you good, bro.
Now you got Mr. Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's just so necessary because who's to say where you could be now?
Yeah. And I think about that shit every day.
And if we don't have you, then where's the thousands of kids you inspired? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And when you speak about this dependency, you know what I'm saying? It don't even got to be a teacher. Just without the education, right? It's just you can see how we could be stuck in there. Yeah. But then you see with the education, there's no excuse for us to be stuck in there. But then we just know deep down our heart, it's just so many people that sometimes there's no hope.
There's no hope because that's what they've been told all this time.
You got any closing thoughts?
A message to the world, bro. Kindness is free. Spread it everywhere. It don't cost you nothing to smile at the person that you interact with. It don't cost you shit to take a second to have a conversation. Hold that door. Pick up hold the elevator. Like, you know what I'm saying? Do something every day to make somebody else smile. And I guarantee you'll live a lot healthier and happier life, bro. So to close that shit out, bro, I just want y'all to know that kindness is free and spread that shit everywhere. And like, I post it every day on Instagram, but that's really the mantra, bro. Try to do something for somebody that you wish people would have did for you. That's it.
And tell them where to find you at.
Everywhere is Instagram at @OneChoice __. The P.U.S.H Network on Twitter, the P.U.S.H Network on Instagram. You just type in Saquan Maxwell anywhere. You probably see me somewhere running my mouth, man. And don't be afraid. Reach out, man. Reach out. I love to pull up, come talk to the kids. I love to come hang out. I love to throw an event. I love to pull up with the piece and really try to get into like whatever the little men getting into or the women getting into. So, and I'm a firm believer, before we get out of here, I'm a firm believer in showing up with resources. So if you reach out to me and you like, yo, I want you to come talk to my kids, like I need you to tell me like what you think your kids need. If that's a barber, if you see little boys at your school ain't got haircuts, I'm pulling up with a barber. He gonna cut on site. Like, don't worry about that. So
shit, if they need some entrepreneur skills, I'll pull up, show them like, yo, this camera shit easy.
Come on, type shit. You know what I'm saying? So y'all let me know, man. Like I said, at @OneChoice __. The P.U.S.H Network, Twitter, Instagram. And if you can't find none of that, find there, bro. Here, find me, bro. Find me.
And it's your boy Shooting Nails, Florida TV, man. 2023, we coming to it. And probably by the time this episode drops, I'm going to get this out before 2024. You know, I'm trying to go in that bitch swinging.
Crazy.
Swinging.
That's hard.
I'm trying to come in that bitch like Jerome in the house and shit. But, yo, man, yo. I think I'm going to definitely put this on, like, the streaming services and shit like that, too. Like, this is a good listen. They need to hear this. Shout out my man Nigel, man, for linking us, man.
Shout out to Nigel, man.
Nigel gonna see this shit, man.
Tips in the basement, man.
Look at them knuckleheads, yo. Niggas used to short me on the cut. But, yo, we out, yo.
All right,
Peace.
Fam.